The Seattle Seahawks versus Chicago Bears. Thursday night prime time game at Lumen Field in Seattle. First, we got some player upgrades. We got Tanner Muse, Tyler Mabry, and Darwin Thompson. You're gonna go ahead and hit upgrade all. You ready? The last game we barely beat the Pittsburgh Steelers 37-35 with a game-winning field goal. And yeah, this was good. That was a good game. It was a shootout. We almost lost the game, but we was able to win the game-winning field goal to win the game 37-35. And yeah, alrighty, now we gotta go to Chicago Bears for Seattle Seahawks. And of course we're gonna do the color rush, so it's gonna be lime green. That's gonna be lime green. And then yes, since we're nice, we're gonna put the Chicago Bears this color rushes. We're gonna put their color rush on. Go put their color rushes on, and then yeah.
Tonight, from Lumen Field in Seattle.
Here we go. Lumen Field, Seattle Seahawks versus the Chicago Bears, not Bulls, on Thursday night prime time. Let's get it. Drew Lock, the starting quarterback to start off the game tonight. No, go ahead and skip that. Alrighty, here we go. And it looks like Seattle will kick off to the Chicago Bears. That means Seattle will get the kickoff after half.
For the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. From the 6.
And he gets about gets about 31.
And they'll start this drive
Gets to
just
the
31
line.
30. Pretty nice work on the return.
For Chicago Bears,
Justin
Fields.
Second-year pro Justin Fields leading
And
the way.
he's been doing really good with Chicago, but he's growing in a team that needs players.
But he also
Then
had
here we
moments
go.
where he showed his upside as a franchise quarterback. He did win 2 of his first 3 starts and had
Jalen
a 100-yard
under center.
rushing game against San Francisco in Week 8.
Not
Several
Jalen,
offseason
Justin
changes
under
in
center.
Chicago should help
Hands
get
it
Fields some
off,
help
and
in
he
year 2.
gets about
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost
9
picked up
yards.
another first,
But it says
he
10, but
appears
it's
to be
9.
a few inches short. But good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
And here we go. Hands it off, and
he's got a little daylight. And some nifty
gets tackled at
running here
midfield,
as
but
he'll
there's
take
a
this
flag
across
on the
midfield
ground. Here
and
we
down
go.
to the 47.
Holding on the offense, so that will be coming back.
A bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly
Holding will
right, because
come
it's
is
away
coming
from
back.
the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coached some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement
And it
blocking
is
downfield.
first down.
Might want to take that course.
Fields to commit there for a Chicago first. Now it's Fields.
And Mooney goes all the way for a Chicago Bear touchdown. The Bears are up in this one.
55 yards. And the Bears march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
And it is up, and it is good. The Chicago Bears are up 7-0.
Now a 7-0 game.
Yeah,
So they only
Chicago
needed 3
Bears
plays
scored on
that drive.
Seattle, which
And
Seattle
finishing it
should have
all
never
off
done that,
was
but
Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception.
Seattle
Now,
gets
after
a
the
chance
touchdown here, Santos to kick this
answer
one
back
away.
in this one.
This will be fielded inside the
Gets
5.
it. Ooh, and he's still up on his
And he'll take
feet,
it
but he
past
gets to the
25
26.
26-yard line.
Yeah, it happens. Defense pulled back when you should never, but here comes Drew Lock, even though Geno Smith is starting this season, but here comes Drew Lock
now in his 4th NFL season.
starting this
Drew
game
Lock.
against the Bears.
Everyone is looking forward to seeing Drew Lock take the next step in the quarterback evolutionary process. Decision making is something that he's working on improving because he's got
Drew Lock under center.
and makes
Snaps.
off-platform throws.
Hands it off to Chris Carson, and he gets nowhere. No, Drew Lock's on the bench.
Credit
He's benched.
Jalen Johnson, normally
Gets
shutting
back,
down
pushed
throwing
back
lanes, but there
2
he
yards.
shut down that play in the backfield.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys
Drew
on
Lock
the
and
outside,
shotgun.
the cornerbacks? It's not
Snap.
just their job to patrol the
Passes
airspace.
to DK Metcalf for the
And they
first
get it
down.
but not before he takes it across
What a
the
catch by
40-yard
DK.
line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Their first
What a catch by
possession of the
DK
game, and they're
Metcalf to
already
get the
going
first
after
down,
double
moving the
coverage.
chains.
That's a nice
And this is
conversion
what
that
Seattle
can
needs
set
to do
the
is
tone
to
for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways
attack
to beat
it.
what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident
Yeah,
that they can
this
get
is
it
a
done.
preseason, so here we go.
They run it with
He
Carson.
hands it off to Chris Carson, and Carson is still on his feet, but he goes down,
Up to midfield.
gets about
Well, you often say that sort of opens
7
the
yards
playbook. Now
on that
second
run.
and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been
Snipes,
together for a while, 'cause you know me.
snaps
I
it,
wanna take
hands
that
it off to
shot
Chris
early
Carson, he gets the
and
first
loosen
down.
things up.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Lock under center, snaps, hands
They
it back
stay
off
on
to
the
Chris
ground. Again,
Carson,
it's
and
Carson. And nothing much
he
materializing there.
doesn't
on the
get
first
nothing
down
right
run.
there.
He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And yes, we signed Odell Beckham Jr. to Seattle, but even though he's out, we won't get him for 11 weeks.
Here's 2nd and 8.
He will be a part of Seattle this year.
Now to the
Lock,
air.
snaps, passes, caught
To the
by
right
DK
side,
Metcalf,
incomplete to Metcalf.
and he
He's
gets
gonna be
about 4
taken
yards.
down right at the 40-yard line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This
There's
is
an
3rd
audible.
and 4. They look to throw. It's Lock. Flush to
Will
his right.
Disley, and he gets the
That's into
first
hands of his
down.
tight end, Will Disley. And he is out of
Will
bounds,
Disley
but
gets
not
the
before
first
he's
down.
inside the
Seattle
30.
is staying on the field with more drives, and they're going down the field. Drew Lock snaps, hands it off to Chris Carson, and he's still on his
He'll be
feet.
taken down just shy of the
And he
red
gets
zone at the 21.
About
8 yards on
8
the
yards.
pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Here we go. Lock under center. Snaps it, hands it off to Chris Carson, and gets the first down. Guess Lock did not like what it was saying, so he handed it off to Chris Carson.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it?
Here we
You know,
go.
because
Lock.
on that last big
Shotgun.
practice beforehand,
Snaps,
you go through
hands
your
it off to
offensive
Chris
script,
Carson,
you go
and he
through your
goes,
play
no,
calling,
it gets
you go
about
through all
8
the
yards.
stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
All right. Lock, and it's the end of the first
After
quarter.
7-0.
7-0 the Chicago Bears, but Seattle is almost, I think, is in the red zone. Is almost in the red zone. They're on the 13. Snaps it, hands it off to Carson, and he gets about 3 yards.
The 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation.
Here we go.
The shotgun.
Lock.
Then they ran out of it.
Passes
That's a nice play
for
by Adams.
Goodwin in for the touchdown, a Seahawk touchdown. And they're 1 point away from tying this game in the second quarter.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away.
What a throw, and Goodwin was just open. Goodwin was just open against the Chicago Bears.
And that one good for 6 points.
There we go.
The payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few
Field goal
weeks
is up,
because
and it is good. It is now tied 7-7. Defense needs to stop.
Extra point up and through.
Needs to stop, and
we are tied at 7.
Seahawks, the offense needs to get going like they did in that first drive,
Each team's
and we'll be in the lead. Seattle kicks it off to the Bears.
Dante Pettis now from his end zone.
And it's a fumble. The Bears fumbled the ball, but the Bears gets it back. A fumble, but the Bears gets it back. The Bears was lucky that that Bears player was lucky that his teammate was there to get it.
Make sure you have eyes towards the return guy.
He was lucky that his teammate was there to get it, or it would have been Seattle's ball.
Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery.
First and 10. Fields under center, hands it off to David Montgomery, and he gets about 3 yards. The Seattle's defense was able to stop the run last week against the Steelers, but their pass coverage was atrocious. But here we go. Fields. He's running. And it's a fumble. Seattle Seahawks picks it up. And Seattle Seahawks gets the ball back. Justin Fields should have slid, but he didn't, and it results into a fumble, and Seattle gets it back. Jamal Adams was there to pick it up. What a play by the Seattle defense. Drew Lock, shotgun, snaps it, passes to Eskridge. Gives it to Eskridge, and it's a first down. What a play by the Seattle Seahawks. They get the ball back by forcing a fumble, by forcing a Justin Fields fumble, and they get the ball back, passes to D. Eskridge, and it's knocked down. Second and 10. That defense, they did a play. Seattle, the offense now needs to go down down the field, get a touchdown, and they will be in the lead. Now it's hands it off to Chris Carson, and they get the first down.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty
Here we go.
And of course, remember back
We've seen this play before.
Really strong throughout.
Lock.
Not only is he getting
passes to DK, but yeah, he looked like he did catch that, but it was knocked down.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment.
All right, here we go.
Hand, that's just where he
Lock.
needed to be to
Shotgun snaps. Metcalf in for the touchdown. What a catch by Metcalf. Wow. The athleticism. We've got to see that. Watch that back. We got to watch that back. We've got to watch that back and look at that catch. That catch was amazing. What a catch. Here you go. Metcalf's got three defenders on him, and he gets he catches that with 3 defenders around him for a Seattle Seahawks touchdown. Hell yeah, that's what Seattle needed right there. And DK Metcalf, wow, look at that. Not 1, not 2, but 3 defenders, and one defender's hand is almost in his face, and he still came down with the touchdown. What a play. DK Metcalf gets the score for Seattle.
For them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
That is insane. Now Seattle is in the lead. Defense needs to make a stop, so the Bears cannot tie it up.
Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better.
And next week will be the Seattle Seahawks versus the Dallas Cowboys. And I think in Dallas, so Seattle will be going back on the road. Well, the Seattle's team's gonna have to play well against that Dallas team.
Send this one away.
All right, kicks it off,
This is
and
taken just shy of the 10.
oh, what? I don't know if y'all seen that, but look at. Hold up, I don't know if you seen that, but we gotta see that. We gotta run that back. We gotta see that block. That.
Now Chicago.
Wow, the Chicago Bear. I think the Chicago Bear player got ran over by Mafu or whatever his name is. Is this the guy? Watch this. Yeah, Mafi or whatever his name is. Watch this. I don't know if y'all seen this, but watch this. Kicks it off. You see him running, and then the player gets ran over. However you say his name, he ran him over. Good. And he almost got the tackle. He was so close to getting the tackle. He ran him over. I'm telling you now, if I was that Bears player, I would take off.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here.
He basically said, "Move, bitch." But if I'm that Bears player, I would sit on the sideline and never come back onto that field because that was embarrassing.
And maybe they can get this game tied up.
All right, here we go. Fields, and ooh, what a hit! But it's caught, and it's 2nd and 4.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nwosu. You see Nwosu on that right side.
Out of the gun, Fields.
And it's a 1st down.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
It's a 1st down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about
alrighty, look at that defensive line.
But a guy of his size,
and he is.
The tight end drag route. Definitely an effective way to
and he should have never cut. When he cut, he would have had a touchdown. That was the defense's that Seattle defense let off. The offensive line was doing damn good to get. They could make a hole on the outside and let him go. But he was his dumbass mistake to cut inside, and that's how he got tackled. And oh, 2-minute warning. Yeah. He would have made that. I don't know what the hell he was doing, but he should have never cut because he would have made that touchdown. But now it's a 1st down and 10. They're basically in the red zone. They're in the red zone.
Fields eluding the pressure right.
And see, oh, fumble. But it went out of bounds. It was a fumble, but it was out of bounds, so the Bears gets it there. And says 1st and goal on the 1-yard line.
Here's Fields.
Ooh, and it's in for a touchdown, but what a hit. The Bears are in for the touchdown, but that was a hit. Alrighty, but the Bears, this is a game now. That was a touchdown. I thought he got hit before then, but yeah, that was a touchdown. But look at that hit. He was laid out. Soon as he hit that touchdown line, soon as he crossed that plane, he was hit. There was a fumble to play before, but he held on to the ball for the touchdown. Even if it was a fumble, it was still a touchdown because he crossed the plane. And field goal is up, and it is good. And it's now a tied ball game, 14-14.
That time a 6-play drive.
It's now time. It is tied now, 14-14. Yeah, Seattle's got to make a touchdown to get back into the lead. And here we go. Good win.
From a few steps into the end zone.
Oh, he's still on his feet. He's still on his feet, but he goes down at the 32. If he would have broken off that last tackle, he would have been gone. But what a return. Chris Carson, 9 rushes for 41 yards. He's been having one hell of a game.
I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
There we go.
Block,
snaps it, passes to D. Eskridge, and he gets the first down at close to midfield, but on the 47. Yeah, I think if he would have broke that tackle, he looked like he would have been gone to the house, but I could be wrong. Metcalf's got him. Metcalf's got that X factor.
And they're taking advantage of it.
Snaps it, gives it to Chris Carson, but he goes nowhere.
On the play, and it's second down.
Snaps it. Passes to DK Metcalf. Metcalf's been having one hell of a game. Even though it's the preseason, he's been having one hell of a first half.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a
Alrighty,
defender.
snaps it.
Well, there they ran into
And
a first down.
it was almost intercepted. Thank God it wasn't, because
that nearly picked. It's second
yeah.
down now.
Lock snaps it. All right.
Middle they go.
And he trips over his old lineman, and it's 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Here we go.
Gonna throw.
DK and he was blocked down and an incomplete.
Lock exits on 4th down as Seattle sends out Jason Myers.
And field goal is up, and it is good. 51-yard field goal, and it is good. Seattle is back in the lead, 17-14. Yeah.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game. And
ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most
here we go.
End it with a kick,
Seattle kicks it off back to the Bears. Kicks it off to the Bears.
You'll take punts. You really don't want to do that.
And it's a fumble. Seattle gets it. Seattle Seahawks gets it back. It was a fumble, but Seattle Seahawks gets it back at halftime. So Seattle Seahawks, the Seattle Seahawks gets the ball at halftime, after halftime, with 17-14 lead.
Is upon us. Each team now with just one
Here we
more
go.
game after this one, and then
What
we'll get it all
a
started
play.
as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our
Alrighty,
game, still a lot
now
to
it's
keep
the
an eye on.
halftime show.
Guys battling, trying to make a ball club. We'll send it back to 2 guys already on our team.
Alrighty, it's now halftime, so it looks like at the stats. Player stats. Drew Lock, he completed 8 passes out of 12 for 109 yards and 2 touchdowns. Justin Fields threw 4 passes and made 4 passes for 74 yards and 1 touchdown. Rushing, Chris Carson ran 11 times for 43 yards and 0 touchdowns. Justin Fields ran it 5 times for 51 yards and 1 touchdown. And David Montgomery ran it 3 times for 44 yards. Receiving, DK Metcalf, 4 receptions for 59 yards and 1 touchdown. For the Bears, Cole Kmet, 3 receptions for 19 yards and 0 touchdowns. Still for Seahawks, though. D. Eskridge, 2 receptions for 29 yards and 0 touchdowns. And then Marquise Goodwin, 1 reception for 9 yards and a touchdown, with Will Dissly with 1 catch and 12 yards. Defense, Cody Barton, 3 tackles and 1 tackle assist. Jamal Adams, 1 tackle, 2 tackle assists, basically 4 tackles, 4 tackles for Cody Barton, 3 tackles for Jamal Adams, and then 1 forced fumble and recovery. And Ben Burkerman, 4 tackles, and no interceptions today so far. No interceptions so far. And Seattle will get the ball after halftime, and Bears kicks it off to Seattle. Seattle has a chance to make it a 2-score game. Rashad Penny gets it in his own end zone. And he gets about 27 yards.
Bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Gets it to the 27. And
set to go to
this Seattle's offense comes out to Jacob Easton. Still coming out. Easton under center, snaps, hands it to Rashad Penny, and gets about 9 yards. Gets 9 yards on the play.
Good gain of 9 on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out
There we
of your
go.
gaps.
Easton back under center.
Well,
snaps.
Hands
Hands it off to Rashad Penny, and he gets the first down.
4 yards the pick.
4 yards, but he gets the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their
Here we go.
This is ball control football.
Here we go. Snaps. Hands it off to Rashad Penny again. And it is 3 yards.
Right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down.
There we go.
Easton
in shotgun. Snaps. And passes it to Hart. Penny Hart, and he gets the first down, and he goes out of bounds. What a play. Seattle is driving down this field. What they need to do. Pikes it, hands it off to Freddie Swain, who is a receiver, and he gets pushed. He gets a yard, not pushed back. So, here we go. Easton snaps, passes to Penny Hart again, and he gets about 8 yards. He gets 8 yards on the play.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag.
Easton under center, snaps, hands it off to Rashad Penny, and Rashad Penny taken down, but gets the first down on the Bears' own 29.
It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Easton doing audible.
First
Tyke snaps it, and he's passing it to Melton, and it is a touchdown, Seattle. Touchdown, Seahawks. Easton took his chances, throwing it down the field to Melton, and he gets the touchdown. Now it's a 2-scoring game. It is now a 2-score game. Two-score game. Field goal is up, and it is good. And I'm also hearing that Geno Smith will start the next drive. Will be on the next drive. Geno Smith will be in for the next drive.
You ran your playbook the way you wanted to.
8 plays for 75 yards and a touchdown. Here we go. Dixon kicks it off to Chicago.
From the 10.
Ooh, what a fumble, and it's a hit and a fumble again. The Bears are, what are the Bears doing today, right now? The Seattle they just gave up a fumble in the kickoff, and they gave up look at that, he just busted through there, number 39, and got him. We gotta run that back. Oh my Lord. Who was it? 91? Yeah, 91. Watch 91. Collier. He busted through number 39. And he got to number 31, and Seattle Seahawks gets the ball back. After they just scored, they forced the fumble, gets the ball back, and they got one hell of a
Now it's the backup Smith.
Good field position. Passes to Penny Hart, and he gets about 8 yards. Gets 8 yards. Geno Smith is now under center for this drive. Geno snaps, hands it off to Rashad Penny, and he's still on his feet, and he fights for the first down, and he does get it.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Hands it off to Rashad Penny, and he gets about 2 yards.
Down to the 15-yard line.
He only gets 2 yards.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst
Geno
traffic.
Smith
But in this
and
case, how about
shotgun.
the free safety coming up and making the big time play.
Snaps. Passes to Penny Hart, Bo Melton again, and he is in for the touchdown. That is now 3 scores. Seattle Seahawks are up by 3 scores, 30-14.
And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Why?
In a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for a hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Alrighty. Alrighty. Seattle Seahawks. Field goal is up, and it is good. Seattle Seahawks up by 3 scores, 31-14, after 2 straight fumbles on kickoff that led to a Seattle touchdown.
The kick unit for the
There we go.
Seahawks out there on
Seahawks
the field,
kicks
and
off.
We are ready to rock. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here.
And now the Bears does not fumble this time, so now the Bears got a chance to score. But he's on Seattle's 28. No, their own 28.
Chicago offense set to get started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback,
Here we
it
go.
has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this
Oh,
situation.
and what a hit by Seattle. And it's 2nd and 3.
And move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
There we go. See, what's his name? I can't see his name. Number 15, shotgun.
How about this? They'll try
That's a
the
QB.
option.
Oh, what a hit! And it's a fumble again. Seattle Seahawks gets the ball back after making 3 consecutive fumbles. They was having success, but this defense from the first half is making a complete comeback in this second half. Hands it off to Rashad Penny, and second it only gets 5 yards of that, but Seattle's defense shut down shutting down the Bears from getting any plays going.
The thought process is entirely different.
The Bears offense was able to get on the field, but it led for a fumble.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports.
Alrighty. Geno under center. And it was the end of fourth quarter, but Geno Smith under center hands it off to Rashad Penny, and he gets about 7 yards.
48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Here we go. Hands it off to Rashad Penny, and he gets the first down. No, it's 3rd and inches. He does not get it. It's 3rd and inches. It's 4th quarter, 5 minutes left in the game. Hands it off to Rashad Penny, and he gets the first. He only needed the first, and he got it.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel
Oh,
like you're just
what a
step
move by
behind whatever
Rashad
they're doing
Penny
And one of the differences
for
in this
9
game,
yards.
no
12,
doubt, third down
12
conversion,
rushes for.
and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
This is.
The last run got 9.
This has been. I'm sorry. Even though look at the score, this has been a beating. Rashad Penny was in the open, but he got hit, and he's 13 rushes for 69 yards.
7 yards there and a first down.
A 7 yards rush. Gino hands it off, and he's got room to run. He's got room to run, and he's in for a Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny in for the touchdown. Now it's a 4-score game. This has now been a blowout. This has turned into from a shootout to a blowout at the end of half.
They were in sync, and the field tilted, and that's where we get the term running down.
At half, it was 17-14, and now at the fourth quarter, it's now 38-14. That means for the Bears to come back, they've got to score 4 touchdowns. 5 touchdowns to actually be in the lead. This is a complete blowout. This is becoming a blowout with 3 minutes and 37 seconds left in the game.
From the 6.
Yeah. And what a hit by the Seahawks, but he still he keeps it, and the offense comes back onto the field.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
38-14.
This one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds.
Trevor
Siemian. You would have to
under
think
center.
That's be
Siemian under center.
Discuss heavily
Snaps.
in the film session in the coming days.
Looking, and he gets it. And oh, what a juke move! But he gets second in inches.
Do it in the future, and mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time.
Hikes it, and and he gets it down. He is down.
7 yards there.
First down now for Chicago.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence.
Down, Chicago is down 38-14. They get the first down.
Back to 1.
Now a first down throw, Siemian.
And he passes it, and he gets a first down. He's been 4 for 4 now. Ever since that fumble, he's been 4 for 4. 4 for 4.
Just 2 minutes remaining.
2 minutes left into the game. 2-minute warning. Seattle Seahawks are up 38-14. The Chicago Bears need 5 touchdowns to be in to win the game, and they're going to need a miracle.
On first down, it's
Seattle. And what a hit in his fumble, and that's what you do not want to do. And he scooped and he's going to the 20, to the 10 for a scoop and score for a Seattle touchdown. And it's now, this has been out of hand. This is just got out of hand.
Get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable.
45-14 with under 2 minutes left in to go. This game is over now. It's 45-14. They will need now 6 touchdowns to be in the lead. Even though it's a minute left, it's still a lot of football left. But how the Chicago's offense, this Seattle's defense has been playing after halftime. Yeah.
Drive coming up for this Chicago offense. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because
Siemian.
It's just about looking forward.
Shotgun.
Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps.
Passes it, and he gets it for 7 yards.
Following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Siemian now to throw. Finding a safety valve here.
And he gets it 3rd and 1, and there's a first timeout from the Bears.
They'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Simeon.
Oh, and what a move. I thought that was an interception, but he came off of it a little too late. And he gets it, but it's out of bounds.
Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Simeon incomplete on first. Here's
that was out of bounds.
Now. They'll look to throw again.
Oh, what a catch! What a catch by Sharp. 1st and goal. What a catch. 24 seconds left. It doesn't matter. If they score a touchdown, it's not going to help them to win.
Fighting through pressure.
And he overthrows, and it's 11 seconds left into the game. This game is done. Seattle Seahawks wins. It's 2-0 in the preseason. 45-14 win.
The pitcher may get the credit.
And yeah, he got hit on the throw, and it's 3rd down and goal.
Looked like a clear throwaway, but the officials, they're going to say there's a receiver over there in the area, so no flags, and it's 3rd down.
And he is in for a walk-off touchdown. It does not win the game.
But it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play.
And it's the final play, but they do get a touchdown.
Nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't
consider
big at the time.
It is up, but Seattle Seahawks with a dominating win, 45-21. They put up points from the 2nd quarter to the 4th to the last very quarter. The Seattle Seahawks wins it 45-21.
Getting the touchdown there on the last play.
The defense stepped it up after the halftime. The offense stepped it up after the 1st quarter.
When the game is settled,
yeah, this was a game.
Oh yeah. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense.
Look at that. Passing yards, 182 yards, and rushing yards, 135. 5 takeaways.
That'll do it for us.
5 takeaways for the Seattle Seahawks at home.
NFL on EA Sports. For more,
and now
find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL.
Look at player stats.
It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long.
Look at the player stats. Let's look at Seattle Seahawks. Alrighty, Drew Lock, we already seen that. Jacob Eason in the second quarter, or 3rd quarter, 3 for 3 for 50 yards and 1 touchdown. Then Geno Smith, 2 for 2 for 23 yards and 1 touchdown. And 0 interceptions in this game. There was 0 interceptions thrown. Rashad Penny, 4th rushes for 91 yards and 1 touchdown. Freddie Swain for one rush and for 1 yard, which got the first down. Receiving, DK Metcalf. We already know that. Penny Hart, 3 touchdowns for 29 three catches for 29 yards. Bo Melton for 2 catches for 44 yards and 2 touchdowns. Dwayne Eskridge, 2 catches for 29 yards and 0 touchdowns. And let's look at defense. Josh Jones, 5 tackles. And that's about it. Artie Burns, 3 tackles. And those all solo. Cody Barton we got also forced fumbles. One from Ryan Neal, 1 from Josh Jones, Jamal Adams, Burt Corvin, and then Alton Robinson. And then L.J. Collier and Quandre Diggs. The forced fumbles. Yeah. This was a beating for Seattle Seahawks. A 45-21 win over the Chicago Bears at home. Even though it's the preseason, that is a good look for Seattle before the season starts. A 45-21 win, dominating win. And yeah. Alrighty. Next game will be in Dallas against the Dallas Cowboys. Alrighty, and what a game for Seattle. Alrighty. 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 Charles Cross has been helping with the offensive line. Alrighty. The Chicago Bears. Alright. The Seahawks beats the Chicago Bears. They go 2-0 in the preseason. We're going to advance to next week for the Cowboys. We got the Cowboys next in Dallas. And a receiver. Then we got receiver membership. Freddie Swain. Marquise Goodwin working with Freddie Swain. For this one, we're going to do the rushing. Alrighty. Received 2,500 XP. That's good. That is good. That means we might have a player to upgrade next. So, our top threat will be DeMarcus Lawrence. He's got 11 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, and 2 sacks in the preseason. Which the offensive line's going to have to step up in this game against Dallas to protect the quarterback. Let's look at this. Steelers signed Cole Beasley for a 1-year deal. Ndamukong Suh signed with the Lions. Panthers signed John Ross. The Bears signed Tashawn Gibson Sr. Texans agreed to terms with Bradley McDougald, or whatever you name him. And Gardner Johnson has been traded to the Raiders by the Saints last week. Elam, cornerback, the rookie cornerback for the Bills, has been injured. So he will not start. The Saints defense could not slow down. Linebacker Danielle Hunter for the Vikings has been injured. Alrighty. Jared Cook signed by the Buccaneers. I did not see that, but here you go, folks. And yeah. Here we go. Alrighty, and then look, we got Dallas. Here's the games. We got Kansas City at Thursday night prime time against the Packers. And then after that, you got Carolina going against the Buffalo Bills, Josh Allen, the Bills. And then the Saints going against Justin Herbert and the Chargers. And then you got the Falcons going, Marcus Mariota going against Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars. And then you got the Commanders going against the Ravens. The Eagles going against the Dolphins. The Buccaneers going against the Colts. Giants and the New York Football Giants and New York Football Jets going head to head today. No, not tonight, next week. And then the 49ers will go head to head with the Texans. And then Seattle Seahawks going against Dallas in Arlington, Texas. And then the Patriots will go head to head with the Raiders. The Rams will go head to head as a Super Bowl rematch between the Bengals and the Rams. And then you got the Cleveland Browns going against the Chicago Bears. Then Cardinals versus the Tennessee Titans. Then the Vikings versus the Kirk Cousins and the Vikings versus Russell Wilson and the Broncos. And then you got Detroit Lions going against the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's gonna look at this. Look at the major trades. Kobe Smith signed to the Raiders. Eagles trade Javion Hargrave to the Chargers, and the Eagles gets Asante Samuel Jr. Alrighty, Raiders traded. Ooh. The Saints gets Nate Hobbs and Jonathan Hankins for Jay Gardner-Johnson, and the Saints also gets a 2024 7th round pick. Alrighty. The Steelers signed Cole Beasley. Then the Giants signed Kyle Rudolph. Then Bears released their cornerback Lamar Jackson. And then, yeah. The Lions signed Ndamukong Suh. They signed Suh for a 1-year deal for $5.35 million contract. And that's about Anthony Hitchens signed to the Giants. Dwayne Brown signed to the Rams. Shaquem Griffin signed to the Cowboys. An old Seahawk signed to the Dallas Cowboys, which we will get to face him in this next game. And then the Giants has signed Chris Harris Jr. Yeah, these teams has been signed some real good players. Chris Jones has been released by the Raiders. KJ Wright signed by the Commanders. KJ Wright signed with the Commanders. Dante Hightower signed by the Saints. Kareem Hunt was traded to the Texans for Steven Nelson and Desmond King. The Chargers signed Will Fuller for a 1-year deal. Landon Collins was signed by the Falcons. Anthony Barr was signed by the Jets. Everson Griffin signed by the Cardinals. Trey Flowers, signed by the Bengals. Dante Johnson was released by the 49ers. AJ Boye is going to the Commanders, and of course you've seen it. Odell Beckham Jr. has signed for a one-year deal, $12.6 million contract to the Seahawks. Even though we will not have him ready to go until later on in the season, it will be good to have him. If it would be good to have him. All right, let's see how long he will be out for. Injury report. Let's look at the injuries for against the Cowboys. We have Tyler Lockett with a broken finger out for one more week, and then we will get Odell Beckham Jr. complete ACL tear, and he will be gone for 9 weeks. So we will have him in 9 weeks. We will have him at week 8. We will have Odell Beckham Jr. ready for week 8. And I think that's the preseason. I'm not sure. Let's look at the standings. Don't need to look at the standings because it's just the yes, preseason. Alrighty. We got him for 9 months. He will come back against the Giants, or he would be ready to go from the Giants and the Cowboys. Giants and Cardinals, sorry. And then we gotta go. Gotta go to the Buccaneers, which is in Munich, Germany. And we're going. The next game will be against the Dallas Cowboys. That will be next time. And I hope y'all enjoyed this game. I hope you enjoyed the game much as I did. The Seattle Seahawks won big time, 45-21 at home. And next week we will be going against the Cowboys. And this is Chris Stevens saying so long from the studios in Seattle. And I will see y'all next time. It will be the Cowboys versus the Seattle Seahawks.